Hi, Boo. You are first. Hello. Going. Okay, I'm doing all right. Can't complain, which is always a good thing. Hello again, Churro. Hmm? Boo, I saw you're on. You're doing pretty well. It seems like. Happy. I have some edit VODs today. Those? Really? Pay to win game. I pulled up a VOD review on Reddit to see that I have definitely already VOD reviewed that person in the same way. A ton of people have responded to this one. It's actually people on Reddit are being more active now. Did I do it even though other people have responded? What's up, Jake? Sorry, I'm running a bit late. It took me longer to eat than I thought. Is the feedback good? Oh, that's a good point. Look at that. Doesn't she's talking about team comp, talking about morality, yeah, not really. Oh boy. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. You look at the one I sent you. Oh, that's right. I was gonna skip over that one because it's pretty old, but I can look at that one. I guess it's not that old. I will add that one to the list and we'll do that one next. We have a gold Angela, I think. Yeah, I would play on your alt or play some quick play and just see if you're doing. Yeah, I was looking at the Celestial player. They seem to have pointed out some good stuff. Had a 4-game loss streak today where I was stuck solo tanking every game. Oh my. Oh my, Caesar. I'm sorry. That is no fun. Welcome to the stream. Being lazy, I don't want to go out and get it. So, maybe I already mentioned this, but a study just came out that showed that ADHD is actually a circadian rhythm problem. So, if you don't sleep well, or you don't, rather your circadian rhythm is not set, so you're not sleeping at the same time every day for the same length of time, basically your ADHD is like significantly worse. But if you do it right, then your ADHD is significantly better. So that's interesting. I was wrong. This is not Angela. This is Gold Mag. Kev, can you share the link to that? Yeah, I think I sent it somewhere. So this is, I'll send it to you personally. This is a, obviously this is a Twitter link, but the Twitter link is talking about thing, which then quotes this, which then quotes this study, I think. Oh. It's been a long time since I've gone that long at this level without anyone being willing to help out, instead assisting on 132 because they're that's rough. Lock cap and have your own fund? Yeah, for real. That would make sense considering I have deviated septums and cannot breathe well at night. Oh man, that was the worst for me. I actually had sleep apnea. I have a deviated septum. I have a broken nose. I have like a narrow nostrils to begin with. Like there's so many problems with breathing. And then I had enlarged tonsils. So I had to I had to get a tonsillectomy, and then I had to get like nose, like these weird nose things that I put in my nostrils that like open it up, and then I could actually like breathe and sleep again. It was insane. Yeah, it was wild. But they help significantly. Like actually insane how much better I can sleep and function during the day. I'd rather have 132 than 123. I don't know. My schedule's all wrong now. Oh. All right, have a good shower. See you when you come back. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna take the meds from us. I used to take sleep meds. I wouldn't recommend it. But again, I'm also very biased when it comes to the medical industry, so I take everything I say with a grain of salt. I had really bad medical problems, and I went to doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor, and none of them could fix it. But I would not recommend that. I would recommend, this is not medical advice. Please, this is not medical advice. Don't sue me. But what helped me was not anything the doctors did, but it was completely changing my diet and my habits and some plastic in my nose. And rinsing out my nose very recently, like not recently, very regularly with like the water, and smoking dank weed. Nah, not me. Yeah, and kiwis. I had an odd game today with enemy double dive, and I was on magic. My best anti-dive is just kill the supports faster than they can and turn out okay. Yeah, that's counter dive, not anti-dive, but it totally works. So when I'm playing tank, sometimes I'll switch to like Emma or Thing or Hulk. I'll switch my playstyle to like peel. And then if that's not working, like if I'm peeling and my supports just like run away or something like that, then I'll just like switch to counter dive and go dive the backline. And then try to kill their supports faster than they can kill mine. For sure. Like that's what, should have had DD peeling for me and had, I mean, yeah. Never queue with randoms on rivals. Yeah. I think there was another study that came out and said some stuff about weed as well. I don't know. Not my thing. Each their own, but trade backlines better is a entirely viable strategy. Yeah, I agree. I don't judge. I know a lot of people around me, like in my real life, smoke, but it's just like everything, you know. Everything has positives and negatives, and in moderation, some things can be fine, and in moderation, some things can't. Yo, what's up, Omen? Just going all right. Going all right. How about yourself? Omen, how have your games been? Are you still stuck in the same kind of like rut, or have you mostly been helping other people, or? We're on triple, so I think that definitely helped. Yeah. Going good, can't complain. Nice. Nice. I think we're pretty much ready. I like this little... I know we should like just go straight in and like start doing VOD reviews and stuff, but I do really like this little get to chat and hang out. I hope you guys like that too. Oh, and I had a nice run. Nice. So I've gotten a diamond one multiple times, but I can't seem to break into G yet. Interesting. And it seems like you've been playing a lot, so it's not just a game time thing. Yeah, it's nice catching up. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Let's swap it over. Hello. When I get home, I'm gonna watch some Celestial Punisher gameplay. Oh, that's a good idea. Really good idea. I'm sure you're happy that the Punisher is getting his ult buffed. Will it still be usable against Deadpool? I mean, who knows, but at least a, what, 35-second period after Deadpool ults where you'll be able to ult? Excuse me. Right. Let's see. So, is this the... Yeah, this is... Yeah, it doesn't feel like you can get into GM with less than 50% win rate. That's actually a really good thing. I'm glad. Maybe they fixed that this season. And, like, they didn't say anything. Also, you're still demolishing me on chess. So rough. I'm having such a difficult time. Oh, wait. Hold up. Just when I say that, I might have a move here. Hold on. I've been trying the carrot over the stick. I'd really appreciate a second tank. I think it will significantly increase your chances. It used to work pretty well. Did I tell you I got hit with a 99% curse again? Is that 74 out of 100? Oof. Oof. Been living in it. That's so rough. All right. So, we have a tank mag to review in gold. Gold 3. Let's see what we got. Pick a song. And let's do VOD reviews. Who doesn't like VOD reviews? Here we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a gold tank main, I believe. This is, I guess they mostly play mag, but they said they felt lost this game. I don't know what I could have done better. I tried switching, but it always felt like everyone was all over the place. I'm no good at DPS, but I even tried that. Any advice for where I could have improved would be appreciated. Okay, so I see some people have already mentioned some things on so this is coming from Reddit. Some of the things that they mentioned are, I don't know, So I'm just going to make a video. It should be easier to digest and things like that. We usually do a lot of VOD reviews here. So we're going to look into this. I'm not going to review the DPS sections because I think you're a tank main. So we'll just go through with what it is. Also, I stay mostly with macro. There's usually a lot of really good tips in the chat below, which is why it's on screen. Make sure to check that out as well. Let's see what we can do. We have 2 supports and 2 tanks. Looks good. Okay, they have a Hawkeye. Take some space. Nice. We're pressuring out the Hawkeye. Oh, they have an Angela. Okay, we have things to worry about here. Our blade is dead. Let's see. Okay. So far, I think you're playing fine. I want to watch this for a second. think you're playing fine so far. Okay, be careful here. Nice. Yeah, this is also a very long game. So I'm sure we're... Wow, okay. Hang on a second. Alright, that happens. I think you played fine there. Now we just want to die as quickly as possible. Yeah. I mean, so far you're playing fine. Your team is getting hawk-eyed. So right now I would probably think about switching my strategy and just going straight up for Hawkeye. So I think you're playing like normal, good default tanking, but the strategy needs to change because of how the enemy team is playing. I really want to see what you hold your ult for as well. Okay, Thor is up there, dealing with the Hawkeye, so you can push forward. Nice. Okay, be careful here. You don't have your bubble. You don't have your shield. All right. So here's something that like we really have to talk about. Basically, I want you to think about using your health bar as a tool. It's basically an information tool. It can tell you multiple things at the same time, right? So right here, you start taking damage, and your health bar isn't going up, right? It's only going down. So you use your bubble, and you're like, oh man, I need my bubble because I'm going to die. The other piece of information you need to take from this, other than I might die, I should probably use a bubble, is twofold. A, I can't push forward right now. And B, the reason I can't push forward is because I'm not getting healing. So I guess 3, why am I not getting healing? Because something else is happening in my backline, right? As a tank, you need to understand if I'm not getting healed, there's a reason. So let's go look at the reason. First of all, looks like our Gambit is trying, but he's also trying to heal the people up here. So his attention is split. If we look at this one, she's actually half dead. Why are both of them half dead? Aha, it's because there's an Angela in our backfield, right? So these are all things that you can actually figure out without even turning around. You say, I'm not getting healed. There's most likely somebody in my backline, or their attention is split, or something else is going on. And those things lead me to know now is not a good time to push, right? We don't really recognize that, and we push forward anyway. And now we've used our bubble, we've used our shield, at least a little bit. And so now we have to reuse the rest of our shield, and it's not enough. So make sure we're using our health bar as a gauge to understand what's going on behind us. Okay, so we're down 3. Please don't walk forward. Okay, we're up 1. Blade killed the Hawkeye. W key. He died, but that's still fine. That's in our favor. Okay, we get the dunk. I'm a little nervous, though. So this is kind of the problem. Let's see if it plays out. We'll see if it plays out. Get the kill. All right, it plays out. Oh, hopefully. Way to find him. Yep, shut him down. Bully him. Good. Okay. Oh, that support ult hurts. That's okay. Okay, this is already something I really don't like. So we're sitting on point. I want you to go up there and aggressively take space. A lot of people, they play Mag like really defensively because that's how his kit kind of is. But it's not good to play Mag like that. You actually want to be aggressive with him. Now, I'm not saying you W key into their spawn or anything like that. You have to find a way to actually be aggressive as Mag. But I don't want you to just stand around on target. So this is good. I like your target priority. You're doing it. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. Being aggressive. Good. But again, so back here. We start taking damage, and we notice we're not getting healed. So I like that you're being aggressive, but what I would do here is I would use this wall as cover, and I would keep like left clicking and using my teammate and using my team up and go over here and use cover, because I know I'm not getting healed and something else is going on. So I'm going to try to hold this position, and if I still don't get healed and they start pushing me, then I'm going to use my shield and my bubble to get back. We just don't recognize it. Because then in this scenario, we'd actually be all the way back here. Oh, the Moon Knight ult comes out. Now we're right here, and we're with our supports, and we actually have access to the high ground and things like that. So that's a couple times now that we just don't use our health bar as a tool to see what's going on behind us. I'm afraid to queue. You got it, Hollow. I believe you. Just make sure you're warmed up and ready to go. Okay, we're down 2 supports, but we have some people ulting. Like they cleaned up. Thank you for not standing on cart. I love this. That's not a great bubble. And right as I say, thank you for standing on cart. For not standing on cart. So what I want you to do in this scenario is your Hulk or your Thor and your Blade are actually doing a good job. So let me try to explain this in a really simple way. If you're on green team here, right? Let's say you're Mag and you're with this Invis and there's a Hulk in front of you, right? Where is it easier to recontest? Is it easier if the enemy team is holding you into this choke point and you have to push through here? Or is it easier if they're way back here, right? And that makes it pretty easy to see, oh man, we should be holding up here, right? So I actually have a really long-winded video. It's like 50 minutes about like how to tank in Marvel Rivals. If you want a really good in-depth talk about space and where to hold and things like that from a really big macro perspective, top-down, applicable to any character, I would go watch that. For right now, what I want you to think is like, okay, I want to hold up space as far as I could possibly hold up. That has the most advantage for my team and cuts off the enemy early. And then if they start pushing through, then I can back up to the next piece of cover. And what I really want you to get out of the habit of is 3 on cart. I don't care about 3 on cart. It's not as valuable as holding the space in advantageous situations. Because now, see, now that they're through the choke point, this is much easier for the green team. They have a foothold, right? The only valuable thing is 1 on cart. Yeah, and hopefully it's a rocket or a cloak or a Luna, somebody who can still do things from far away. Unless you're on overtime and they have a dire decimating. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're up 1. We have a Thor ult. They are off Hawkeye, but they're on Punisher now. We have our ult. We're up. Our Thor is dead. Nice. Again, once again, we're just on cart. Like, you don't need to be on cart. Go hunt down this Hulk. Help your Gambit. Go kill this Invis. Go hold the space. There you go. Or you could have been over here holding this choke, right? But being on cart is just almost never worth it for a tank. Almost. I'm not gonna say never. Down 2. They have an ult. Right here, you're probably not going to be able to get out as Mag, so I would just, my friend calls it Blaze of Glory. I'd pick one of their supports, and I'd W key as hard as I can on that support and try to kill them, so that way the enemy team can't ignore me, and I can still get a kill. Or, in this case, you can actually just turn the tide. Nice. Your target priority has actually been pretty decent so far. Okay, their invis is ulting. Okay, I love this. So, why is this good? So, when you're playing tank, your primary responsibility is actually holding the front line and holding space. Taking it if you can, and not letting the enemy take it. Right? So, if you get... Sorry. So, that's your primary responsibility. The nice thing right now is you have 2 tanks, okay? Thor, as a tank, he can hold front line, he can dive into the enemy team, and he can peel, okay? Mag is very good at holding space and can peel, and he can take space slowly. He's great at frontlining, right? And so, since your Thor is frontlining and diving, that leaves you free to actually turn around. This is great because you're working with your other tank. Now, if your Thor was back here and helping with the Angela, then you would reverse and you would hold the front line. So this is good. The second I saw my Thor here, I'm like, okay, I need WP. This is not a great bubble. I think somebody on the Reddit kind of already touched that. Okay, we gonna ult this? Hey, way to find him before. It doesn't end up working, but that's all right. Sure, you're jumping. Good. Played that really well. Don't Deadpool ultimag. There's no reason. All right. I think you played that well. I think your team just lost the team fight, and that happens. I think you ulted to cancel out the Punisher and try to get the kill. Their invis shielded him. I think you mitigated the damage from the Hulk. I think you didn't die when it was very likely that you were. I think you played fine. All right, so here's something that we can definitely point out. So I'm not sure if you've watched much Flats, right? So what does Flat say about Mag? Basically, what you need to do here, and in any situation like this, is Mag is the person who gets to choose who on your team doesn't die, okay? That's what you do. Right here, you choose the Gambit. Correct choice, Gambit doesn't die, okay? As we watch, you use your bubble aggressively here, even though there's only 10 seconds left. And you try to give Thor a chance to get in. This bubble really just doesn't do anything. And then, we're not going to have our bubble for our Gambit, who really needs it, right? So in these tense last-second situations, you need to change your line of thinking to, like, who am I going to choose to not die? And then focus on that. Alright, nice. The moon haunts you. Make sure you're on cart. Make sure you're on cart. Nice. Good. Good. Yes. Love to see it. Who are you going to choose to live? Okay, we picked Blade, and he's at full health. That's not a good choice. We should have a cloak around here somewhere, right? And a Gambit. Okay, now we see that our cloak doesn't have fade. Nice. Wow, they see 9. Nice. Okay, not bad. Still some stuff we can pick out. Mistakes there.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Aim or ult 320 damage. That should be enough to one-shot support still, right? Okay, thank you for backing up. Please don't scoot forward. All right, so let's go back a little bit. So remember what I was talking about earlier? About how you have one person on the front line and then one person healing? So there's a couple different options here, right? Now, this fight has broken down really quickly because your cloak died early. So let's go back to right before your cloak died and let's see if there's anything we can do. Okay, so we're holding front line. Our cloak he has an Angela, right? Now, could you have stopped this Angela? Maybe. It's not really your job, so I think you're fine. You back up immediately, which is good. Now we're in this situation. So there's a concept here when you're playing as a dive tank, and it's basically just the concept of like, how much time back here do I have, right? Cap has a lot of time, Angela has less time. So they're going to be chilling back here and doing damage to your team, and your team should, in theory, your DPS should be doing damage to them, right? And your Blade's trying to push off the Hulk, and your Moon Knight was definitely looking at her, and she peeled away instantly, right? See, here they are. They're doing damage. So what can you do as a frontline tank? Your options are basically you can turn around and you can also do damage to this person. And if you do that, you're giving up the front line, so these people have free access, right? They can just shoot into your back line. They can stand here without a threat. Or you can keep shooting these people, use your shield and your bubble to stay here because you're not going to get support help, right? Because your supporters are being attacked. Use your shield and your bubble, and you keep pressure on these people, so that way her healing can't make it back here, and your team can do stuff, right? So those are kind of your two options. And in this scenario, especially like as we were talking about earlier, your Thor is peeling. So I would actually just focus on the supports and try to get a kill here. And that indirectly puts pressure on the people that are in your backline. Now, that's a lot of words. That's very complicated. But basically, what I want you to think of in this scenario is one of you has to hold front line and one of you has to peel. If Thor is peeling, you hold the front line and kill their supports. If Thor is on the front line, then you turn around. And that's how it works with two tanks. Unfortunate. Yeah, that actually sounds awesome. I think that's going to be a big buff to Namor. You're a solo tank on defense, it seems like there's two tanks on attack. Oh man, this is so chaotic. Okay, nice. Oh, huge. Way to shield off the Hulk. Good stuff. You're actually playing well for the most part. I don't mind that bubble. Okay, we're a little bit too far out here. That's okay. So this is why we're too far out. Okay. So when you're tanking, your job is to hold space, right? And it's to take space that you can hold and give away space that you can't hold, right? So right where you're at, this is pretty decent. And if anything, it's a little too far. It's not bad because the cart is here, so you can back up behind the cart. But honestly, you should be back here. And the reason for that is you can't hold space out here. There's no cover. Their spawn door can see you, right? There's just no chance. And you can't retreat very fast as Mag. So this spot isn't very defensible. Whereas earlier, right, we were talking and I was like, you should push up farther. That's because this spot is extremely defensible. There's cover everywhere, right? There's cover here. This wall is broken, so you can back up if you need to and get more cover and then more cover, right? It's not bad. Whereas out here, this is just not very defensible. You can't actually hold this. And so we're stuck out here. We even push farther in. And now they're just going to support ult, and we have to give up this space. At least you do recognize that you have to give it up, right? Your invis doesn't, but you can't control other people on your team, right? Okay. Okay. That was 3 terrible support ults. That was something special. Okay. So now I'm thinking, okay, they rocket ulted, they cloak ulted. Who am I saving my ult for, if not either of those? Probably Hella. I'm gonna ult the Hella when she ults. Save my team, maybe even get a kill. Here it is. Bro. Like, homie. What was the point? What was the point? I think you time it correctly, but you just completely miss your team. Like, let me just put it this way. Like, here, if you had ulted and literally stood right here and looked at your team, you would have saved your team from dying. You probably would have killed either the Hulk or the Angela or both because you got charged so much, and your team wouldn't have died. And to top it all off, you would still be here with your team, able to bubble the Thor out of this and help your team still. We just like completely lost sight of the plot. So really what I just detailed is the process of like ult tracking and pre-planning of what you're going to do with your ult as mag, right? Ideally, you'd like to kill a support, but if that's not an option, then I'd like to cancel out a DPS ult and save my team with it. Good bubble. Alright. So this is another weird fight. We can probably pick up some stuff. You kind of use your abilities for almost no reason here. Like your full health, we use bubble. For full health, we use shield to like walk forward. I don't mind the shield as much if you're using it to do something, right? So in that video, I basically break down like how you hold space. But what I want you to think about is like, I need to get to a position where I don't need to use my abilities and I can still do damage. So if I'm standing here, I have cover, I can pop out and do damage. And then if I need to stop taking damage, I don't need to use my abilities because I can pop back into cover. And then if they turn the corner, right? If they all somehow push over here and now you have to move, then you can use your bubble, then you can use your shield in order to get to the next piece of cover, right? But right now we use all of our cooldowns when we don't really need them, and we don't gain any space doing it to get to cover. And then when we take damage, instead of just using the cover that we've made, the cover that we got to, we just use our abilities again. And then when we need them, we don't like have them. The second thing I want to point out here is you are frontlining, but don't worry about that. Just focus on what I was saying. Like using cover, not using our abilities if we don't need them. We use our abilities to get to cover so that we can use them defensively when we need them. All right, Emma. I love Emma. She's so fun. That's a cursor and a half. Okay. Contesting, that's fine. If we're not going to contest, you have to back up into the tunnel. No. All right, so I'm going to just give you a mentality that you should have going forward, all right? So this is an ability-based team shooter, okay? The first part of that is ability-based. Each character has only so many abilities and only so many ways to interact with the other characters, either on your team or on the enemy team, okay? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to rethink this game in terms of your abilities and what they do, okay? So it generally just feels like you don't have a good idea of like what each of your abilities should be used for, okay? So I want you to rethink that. Now there's many ways to go about that. I'll give you a quick one on Emma because I have a very good sense for like what Emma does. So for her shield, I want you to think about it as cutting off things for a specific purpose, right? So there's a couple different ways that could look like. First, you could throw it off like you did earlier to cut off healing from the enemy team to try to get a pick up front, right? You could use it as you're backing up, as we talked about with Mag, to get from one piece of defensible cover to the next piece of defensible cover. You could use it to hold space for a little bit and like shield up something that's really aggressive. So like a Hela ult, right? You throw that up for a Hela ult, and then you turn the corner, get out of the way, the shield goes down, and now you're safe. Things like that. And then a big thing with the shield is you want to make sure you bring it back whenever it's not being used for a specific purpose. I think you're doing fine with the shield. Diamond form. Diamond form is just, it's so misunderstood because all of the character guides that you see for characters were characters that on release, right? On release, Emma's diamond form cooldown was significantly less, her damage was significantly higher, and her health was significantly higher. So you could actually use it aggressively. That's just not the case anymore. With diamond form, you only want to use it defensively. Almost exclusively. There are very niche scenarios where you can use it offensively, but it's very rare, right? It's an 18-second cooldown, plus if you stay in the form, that's 8 seconds. So if you don't have it when you need it, you're going to be screwed. Your crystal, your E, this thing you want to use on cooldown, okay? Like, it's so good. You want to be doing damage constantly. And then the main number one thing you want to be doing as Emma is getting your primary charge. If you get this to 100, you are a significant threat. If you're at 0 or anything below 100, you're really not a threat. So this is where Emma's primary damage, this is where her primary threat comes into play, okay? So that's what I want you to be thinking of when you're playing this game is like, okay, what are my abilities? What do each one do? And how do I get the most value out of each ability individually, okay? Because we're just kind of like wasting them trying to like get kills. Our shield is out. We don't have any charge. We weren't able to secure a kill anyway. And so we're kind of like not getting the value that we need to be getting. So here would be another one. We throw our shield up, get out of the way. Yeah. The perfect example of what we could do with the shield, right? We throw our shield up, we get out to over here, and now all of a sudden the hell isn't a threat. And we give up that space, and now we're charging over here.
What are you aiming at?
Then same goes for any character, any ability, including the ults, right? Ults serve a specific purpose in this game, and they can fit multiple scenarios. So I know I'm giving like a ton of information here. It's gonna be really tough, but yeah. Yeah, this is it's just so bad. He got 18 seconds without it. Hey, this is a good ult though. I like this ult. It's rare to see a good Emma ult. So W key, W key. Okay. Okay, good. We used our health bar. We saw we weren't getting healing. We backed up. Nice. Okay, this is a bad shield for sure, because all it's going to do is just break instantly. What's up, Charizard? Yeah, you're totally right, by the way, Charizard. You can definitely do that. Okay, so here, this goes into just the general concept of, like, how do we control space as a tank? I'm trying to think how in-depth I want to go, because this video is already 30 minutes. But basically, the way you hold space as a tank, especially Emma, but pretty much any of them, is you say, this is my area. If you come into my area, I will kill you. Okay? So that doesn't work on big tanks like this because the time to kill is just too high. So you can start shooting them, and then your team also has to shoot at them and pressure them out. But with characters like Hella, especially if you're at 100 charge, and Emma can absolutely demolish these people walking forward, right? So what I would do in this scenario is I would let these two go, and I would just focus on killing these. Like, you can absolutely delete them. And that's, again, why it's so important to try to keep Emma at 100 charge.
I suppose that helps. This queen's reign isn't over.
So close. This is your big chance. Only 60 seconds left. Hell unleashed!
Find the ult. Okay, good.
Us against the world.
What are you aiming at?
So this would be a really good use of Diamond Form. Right here, you can go Diamond Form, you punch Hulk twice, and then you grab him, kick him, and then punch him again and try to stand in front of him and block any of the stuff that he does. Before, you could do a lot more than that, but that's at least going to kill like 4 seconds of his ult and like stop him in place from doing damage, killing your team.
Down to 30 seconds.
So we're back on Mag.
Down to 30 seconds.
They're already doing that. There you go. Oh my lord. So this is just really unfortunate. Like, I feel like you're doing fine here. You're just a little indecisive. Which honestly, for low gold, like, you're playing well above your rank. I think you're fine. And then your team just falls over. It happens. Portal? Can we try to portal? Alright, I'm not gonna go over the Moon Knight. Just stick to tank. I wouldn't try. I would only play a role and characters that you're really comfortable with. Like, if somebody else wants to go DPS and things like that, they can do that. The swapping between roles is really, really difficult. So I wouldn't worry about it. Just play your game and focus on what you can do. But there's a lot of good concepts here. I think you're actually playing well. Couple little changes in like how you think about the game differently, with watching each one of their abilities and like what they're used for, understanding the concept of space. I went over it very briefly. If you want a more in-depth look at like tanking in space, I like definitely go check that video out. So I'll link it in the description. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for this VOD review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye. That was a weird one. I feel like they played pretty well, especially for just out of silver. Oh. Is there peak gold? I don't know. All they said was gold 3. I feel like I've VOD reviewed this person before. Highest. Gold 3, silver 2, silver 3, bronze. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Gold mag. What should we call this one? Oh. I need to drink some water. Crazy today. Potential? We could just call it potential. Alright, next. Where's Churro when you need him? Okay, next. Why does it feel like I'm in Elo hell? Oh boy. They're most recent. Yo, thanks for the follow, Silent Viper. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time. VOD. Oh my. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, we have a DPS main. Let's see. Have we VOD reviewed this person as well? Curious. Oh well. If we have, great. If we haven't, oh well. Feel like we have though. Thanks, I am. Nice, good. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Let's pick a song and do another VOD reviewer. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. How goes VOD review? Seems to be well so far. Not bad. How goes games? I heard they were not great, or at least confusing. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We have a Diamond 2 VOD today. This is a DPS player. Basically, they say it feels like they're in Elo hell. At first glance, it looks like I'm the reason we lost. I felt like I could do more, like take better angles and know how to play safe and target priority. Games just feel so unwinnable. Maybe it's because I'm tilt queuing, or maybe I'm insanely bad. All right, so let's check it out. I know games this season have been particularly off. Around here we do a lot of guess the rank, and We have a community, obviously, down below who, like, they've been having some weird games. So don't get too caught up in wins and losses. Let's just try really hard to focus on, like, our keyboard, our character, what we can do. Okay? So let's see if there's any easy mistakes. Okay, I like this already. This is good. This is Diamond 2. So I like this because we're already contesting high ground on the Moon Knight. Unfortunately, we miss, but we have the right idea. Okay, we're down 1.
A little help, please.
Good. I was gonna say. At least we can test him. Okay. Great. We're still down 1. I think we're a little too far up right now. You're playing in tank space. Not bad. Good. Yes. Kill him. Kill him. Ah, missed opportunity. Okay, hang on. I want to see this. Okay. So the thing I don't like here, one of Phoenix's best abilities is her right-click stun. Okay. So whoever's in YouTube chat, yes, I definitely can. Make sure to check the links. I have a Discord. In the Discord, there's a section for VOD reviews. But yeah, you can throw a VOD review down in there in the Discord, and I usually do those first anyway. So your right click, this is like a kill confirm, or it's a stun for people who are out of position. This would be a perfect opportunity, especially after he gets pushed in. If you right click here, this Thor is dead, 100%.
The moon haunts you.
Some help will help.
Moon Knight gets his first massive scan. Oh, what's okay, Autism? I like that we're using high ground.
Double KO.
You really should have known better.
Disappear.
For mutant kind.
Turning up the heat.
You are nothing.
And I guess.
Psychic shift.
Cosmic flame.
Yeah, we're just throwing out our right click for no reason.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
It's best to destroy these umps if there is time.
Cosmic flame.
Okay, nice.
Thanks for the boost.
Everybody's talking about skins. Was there like a release that just happened or something? Like a tweet or something? A video?
The moon haunts you.
Roadmap? Okay. Somebody has to share it. Well, I'll check it out after this VOD. For sure.
You need
Somebody like at me in general.
You're safe from
You're actually playing fine. We're contesting high ground. We're helping our tanks. Nice. So far, again, the only thing that I'm really not liking is the right click usage.
Better stop that vehicle. There's still a chance to stop that.
Cart's getting close. I would probably ult to secure a kill here.
beholds the god of thunder.
Have to be careful where you ult so you don't hit the top. Yeah, I'd ult right here, right now, 100%. You gotta have killer instincts. Like, there's 2 supports. If you kill them right now, they can't ult, and you guys win the point.
Disappear. You are nothing.
Ah, we do it too late. No. Focus the cloak, and There you go. See, because we didn't do it. Like, this is where you gotta start having, like, playmaking killer instinct. You guys are up 2, but they have support ults. We know because they haven't used them since the beginning. So, like, yeah, 100%. You have to ult here. You have to ult earlier. If you do, once again, like, it's another situation where you just, like, right-click and ult, and then you guys easily get this point. Now we have to have a fight for it. Uh-oh. Oh, focus the Hawkeye, please. Focus the Hawkeye, please. And you guys lose the fight. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, I would have ulted early there for sure. Off topic, but how do momentum ults work? So that is actually like on topic. Let's go back and let's explain why I'm saying to like ult early. So there's different types of momentum. There's positive. There's steamrolling with positive momentum. And then there is canceling out negative momentum. This would be a steamrolling with positive momentum situation, right? We have a goal. Our goal is to get the cart to right here. That is like huge. Getting it to this point, right? We get the checkpoint. We get the, you know, the spawn over here and all that good stuff. Right now, we have so much momentum. We kill their Moon Knight. Our Thor is ulting. They're like really staggered and kind of messed up. And what their Thor actually does is he kind of goes for a canceling momentum ult, right? So he's trying. I'm not sure the exact words here, but he's trying to basically say my team needs momentum right now. We just like got messed up, so I'm just gonna ult and like push them back, right? He actually gets the kill, which is nice. So here, if you're Phoenix, you're like, oh man, if I use my ult here, if the Invis tries to ult, it's not going to be on point, right? So now she either has to try to get there without her ult, or use the ult here, and then they don't get to contest, right? So there's like 2 different ways to go about it. That's a very quick description. I'm not sure if I really covered it. So basically the consideration is if we wipe them all out, can we make our goal before they can recontest? Yeah. Or can we force out support ults early to where it's suboptimal to where they can't use those to contest as well? How are we going to recontest this? Thor is dead. We're down a tank. Looks like Hawkeye's going to die. Created a DPS for a tank. Great. I love that use of right click. Perfect. Don't like your lack of high ground here. So I feel like most people don't utilize this. There's staircase up here, high ground, and then you can see like almost all the way into their backline almost. But here we have low ground. It's really hard to see. Puts us next to the tanks where we're likely to get Moon Knight ulted, things like that. I like this though. We're using cover. Nice shot. Hey, this is good. Find this. Good. That's the enemy invis ult, enemy cloak ult. So now I'm thinking I need to find invis, right? They only have 2 supports. One of them is already ulted. So if I kill the other one before she ults, we win this fight. If I force her ult out early, then there's a greater chance we win the fight. I'll take a cloak though. Oh, there's invis. That's their cloak? Excuse me. I said the wrong thing. Their invis ulted, so cloak was our priority. So you were right there. Thank you, Vaughn. Alright, fair enough. Yo, good awareness that you can actually escape up this way. That's rare to see.
Some help will help.
Something you can do here is actually just stop moving. Because they're gonna pick you up based on your footsteps. Oh no, this is not what you want. No! Oh, you took a really good situation into a really, really, really bad situation. It would have been so much better if you actually just stood still and then waited for your team. If you stand still and then recontest with your team, you're fine here. But since you went in early, now not only did you not die with your team, but you're also like, you're super staggered. Like if you died with your team, you'd respawn like here, knock out, and then we'd be fighting already, right? We'd start the fight. But now your team has to wait another 12 seconds to have a 6v6. Now we're on Spidey to recontest.
Down to 30 seconds.
Third Spidey. Okay.
The moon haunts you.
Ah, team dies. Unfortunate. Now this is about timing as well. Need to recontest at the last possible second. Please don't go in early. Good. Okay, we portaled, so now we can go in. We get out cloak fade. Do we get the kill? Almost. Good point. Oh, you can actually, something cool here. You can actually go through the portal. Go through the portal, get health, and then go right back out. I feel like most people don't do that.
Put some pep in my step.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time
Nice.
to stop them.
I can hear them getting closer.
I've got you covered.
Portal shenanigans. That was.
Better stop that vehicle.
What's the game
Only
plan?
60 seconds left.
Do they have anybody that's super diveable? They went Bucky. Please don't ult. Please don't ult.
The amazing Spider-Man.
It's now or never. Stop them.
You're very lucky here. You're very lucky. So, why am I screaming please don't ult? Because when you went in, your
Put
team
some
was
pep in-
not ready.
My step.
Your team is still very now you are, and they're like, you are so lucky that this Strange took advantage of
Of course you needed help.
you. The point I'm making here is make sure your team actually can follow up. A lot of teams, especially in Diamond, they're not going to be able to make that play.
Coming in fast. Don't give them
Pep
another
in my step.
The moon haunts you.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
The final 10 seconds.
Us against the world.
Okay, now target priority. So let me make sure I get this right. Their cloak ulted, their invis did not. So invis ideally should be your target.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Nice. Oh, get her. Oh, get her. Get her. No. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Is there anything we could have done to actually secure this kill? If we do a good job of like picking out the right person. Yo, if we hit any of these shots,
Disappear.
we get the kill, and then our Daredevil is ulting, and they have no support ult. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point, Churro. That like without the new Strange movement tech.
The current score is
Damn, that's rough.
2.
All right, how do we play on defense? I love this already. We're taking high ground.
Gonna be so sad they missed this. Well, look at that. No good. Cosmic Flare. I'm easy pick.
Not wasting our right click again. Hey, what's up, Lou? How's it going? Why? 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 Why do we jump off? We're putting in so much pressure. If we're sitting here, like what's the point, right? What is the enemy trying to do? They're trying to walk through here and make it to point. So if we're standing here and we're preventing that from happening, like they can't walk in because of Phoenix's pressure. But the second we drop down, like now they can. Granted, like you get the kill, but now we're in danger. Now we're not putting pressure on the front.
The moon haunts you.
If we stay on point, right? If we stay on high ground, we still put out the same pressure. There's a chance you still kill the Thor, and we don't die. Like, there's no reason to drop here. The way you want to think about high ground is you want to use it for as long as you can until you are forced off of high ground. Unless, obviously, like you're not going to sit on this high ground, right? This is high ground. Well, might as well use it. No, you want to sit on, like, the proper high ground to deny the enemy space and make it easy for you to do that, right? And the only reason you get off of high ground is because you're forced out of it, whether it's by a tank or a DPS or something pressuring you out, or they go around and then your high ground is no longer. Holy hook, that's terrifying. Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. Goated. Oh! I can't believe you lived that. Good stuff. Okay, we could go back up there. There's another high ground here. But I don't mind this. I like that we're putting pressure on the tanks. We have our ult here too. Is there anything we can really save it for? I mean, we don't have a... Oh, we do have a damage boost. We have a rocket now. So now I'm thinking, let's hold it for that.
Behold the god of thunder.
So we can use it as a bailout tool.
By the eye of
I don't mind that.
the moon haunts you.
And your team dies, and that happens. Something that you can do here, especially now that this has happened, right?
The god of
So you're playing this game, you use your ult, and you aim for the cloak, or at least, like, there is a cloak on the enemy team. And you activate the speed boost immediately. Thing you can do is actually just, like, not speed boost. You could fly it around and then hit again.
The moon haunts you.
But that's like getting into rock, paper, scissors, high level, like... It's less about the game and more about the opponent's stuff. Okay, now we're on Bucky.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
That's what I needed.
I like how people are saying Elsa is simple. Oh, that's bad.
That's what I needed.
But I don't... It's like we're grading on a scale now because we've had so many insanely complex characters that Elsa seems simple.
Not so fast.
I think you can probably figure out what's going on there. All right, we're down a tank. There's no chance. Okay, no, definitely get out. Good.
Stick around.
Great. Oh, perfect. That was amazing execution. Good stuff. Okay, we need to stop this. So, a couple things here. First of all, this map has a rotation point. Whenever the cart gets to this set of stairs, right here, the map rotates, okay? So, before this, the attackers have this, or the defenders secure this area, and the attackers are down here, right? after this set of stairs, now the attackers have this area and defenders need to rotate over to here. Okay. So that's one reason. The second reason we need to stop shooting here, the most important thing in this game are support ults. Okay. So we're kind of spamming down main. There's no chance we're actually going to get a kill. Okay? And we get our ult. So what is damage going to be doing in this scenario? All we're doing is we're doing some damage to the tanks, and we're literally just giving this invis more ult charge. Because of our damage, she went from 32 to 42, essentially, because now the Strange is fully healed. So that does matter a lot. At least we did rotate, so that's good.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I'm curious how we're gonna ult. Our invis died. That's really unfortunate. Oh! Ah, that happened. Ah, that's so unfortunate.
Again! You thought I was gone for good.
Why? Why? Go the other way. Go. There's no reason to. No. Oh. There has to be something in you that's like.
You thought I was gone for good.
Okay, so in this scenario, our Moon Knight died, our Strange died. What do we have in front of us? We have an Invis, a Thor died, Moon Knight, and a Rocket, right? At this point, what you need to do is you need to just say, I don't care who's in front of me, I'm going to the correct spot, and I'm going to go sit over here. If my team makes it to me, great. If they don't, then they'll make it to me from the other way. Either way, I'm fine. But you cannot, like, participate in the stagger. Just let it go.
My mission isn't over yet.
Yo, amazing value. You ulted and you got 2 support ults out. Now just accept that and get to your support ult. Love it. Great. Then your team fell over, so just back out. As far back as you can, like, possibly go and still be safe. Good. And your team fell over. That happens. Way to get out. Now we're thinking recontest. Yo, good hook. Yo, that one stagger earlier like really cost us, and now your team is still staggering. But this is good news because like, I want to watch it from Invis's perspective. I hope that this is what happens. So we stagger, right? We stagger, everybody's like pulled back. Because we stagger, other people also stagger, right? Moon Knight's out here fighting. We can get out. Moon Knight dies. Thor dies. We die. Now we're coming back. Mag is looking to die. This is just kind of how these like Diamond and Plat games go sometimes. Like one person staggers and then it's just like a spiral. We're still not fighting 6v6, right? Our Punisher still isn't back this whole time. Now we're fighting 6v6. Yeah, that's just bad. So, yeah. Good pull. Do we get to recontest? No, we don't. Do we try? You have to try. Okay. Yeah, I want to go back to like the first thing that we said here was that this is a team game. And a lot of the times, like, some games are just unwinnable, and some things, like... Let me simplify this. Okay? There are 12 people in the game, and you can control one of those people. Just your character, right? There's 11 other characters. So all you can really do, don't worry about stats. Don't worry about win-loss. Don't worry about anything like that. Just focus on your gameplay and things that you can do better. There's a lot of things that we can pick apart, right? Not just giving up high ground for no reason, okay? Making sure we back up when we need to, making sure we don't stagger on our own, and then forcing out enemy cooldowns, riding momentum when we have it, securing kills when we need to, using our right click on Phoenix in the right scenario, things like that. That's all in our control, okay? All the other stuff, that's just noise. Don't worry about it, okay? So yeah, I think you're playing fine. I think you have a lot of good stuff going for you. Don't worry about wins and losses. Again, that's like a big thing. Just try to ride it out. This season's been weird. So focus on your mistakes, get better, make sure we're hitting all our mechanical shots and things like that, and I think you'll be fine. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope this VOD review helps. Take care. God bless. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay. So what do we call that one? This was Diamond X? Or should it be DPS? Review. It's time to go look at those things, right? The skins. Added me in general. Ah, the roadmap. I see. Edge. Let me bring it up on stream. Time to get out. Work? No, that doesn't work. Hang on. Higher res one? Oh, perfect. Thank you. That actually helps so much. Thank you. Thank you. He also added me. Oh, I have to do a lot of scrolling to find it. Or did I find? Okay, we're good. Ah! Very high res. Don't mind me. Trying to... Wait, why am I doing that? Aha! There we go. Okay, what is that one? Are we missing out on something? No, that one just says coming soon. Okay. So the one right above me says coming soon. Great. Okay, let's see. Time to get out. I said this earlier. I think you missed. I'd actually think Punisher's ult buff is what he needed to be good but not broken. Hot take. I think Punisher's already good but not broken. So... I guess I didn't factor in the Deadpool ult when I was talking about it. But it's interesting. Avoid the stagger. That might be good. Zodian was complaining about how a lot of costumes are cute and funny rather than cool. I don't think this bash will disappoint him. Interesting. Okay, I literally haven't even looked at it. I'm just looking at my folder right now. Give me a second. Okay. I guess I felt that he gets outplayed by other hit scan. I agree. He does technically get outplayed by Phoenix and Hela, but I wouldn't buff Punisher to do it. I would actually just nerf Phoenix and Hela, if that makes sense. So it's more of a difference in balance philosophy between us. Does that make sense? Okay, now let me bring up the picture for myself, because I can't see it, but I'm glad you guys can see it. All right, let's take a look. Here we have it. So February 13th, okay. We have Elsa Bloodstone, new costume, the Young Blood. Okay, we saw that. New event, Wedding Wishes for Mr. and Mrs. X. Okay, I saw this in chat. So this is Rogue and Gambit. Okay, they look nice. Has big Chungus hitbox and is slow. But other heroes get their ult so much faster because there's so many ways to end his ult. I don't think you realize just how oppressive Punisher is, though, to tanks in particular. So that's why I'm like very hesitant to punish him. That is, don't nerf Phoenix until I hit Diamond. Boo, you'll be fine. You can hit Diamond with plenty of characters. It's like a math teacher in the best way possible. Okay. What is this? Single drops on digital platforms. Flight mode featuring Luna. Okay, they talked about that. New event, Citizenship of Monster Kingdom. Lemonade stand. Okay, this was all in the thing. Are we talking February 20th? New costume. Emma Frost and Iron Man. New Marauders. Oh, so this is like the pirate ones? Is that February 27th? Or 20th? Is that what it is? Needs to go. Yeah. He's an idiot. Luna's dropping a song, I guess. Yeah. Punisher really pushes tanks into mag jail because of how high his damage output is. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Okay. Monster Kingdom Championship. We talked about that. New event. Faulty Dream. Twisted Nightmare. New costume. Ay, ay, ay. This is... I can't see anything. How do I just move it over? Hello? There we go. I'm just like trying to move this and it's just drawing. New costume, Moon Knight, Twisted Nightmare, and Phoenix. Quiet Council of Krakoa. Okay. Psylocke and Captain... Yo, that cap skin looks sick. Holy... So does the Psylocke skin. Ooh, Daredevil looks pretty sick. Oh, the Thing? Bro, what? Okay, now I see what you guys were talking about. Yeah, this is very... What was the word? Not another Jeff skin. Was there another Jeff skin? Pirate Emma? That's fair, I guess, but you have to be careful to not just charge support ults. Yeah, for sure. Is that Mag in the hood? Maybe. I mean, who else could it be? Right? Of all the characters. It's not Cap, because he's getting his own skin. Bucky? Oh, it could be Bucky. Kind of looks a bit big for Bucky, though. His duck skin? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he is. Yeah, but yeah, if other heroes got nerfed, that would have been fine too. Yeah, that's the way I would have gone about it, for sure. I think we're overdue for a magic skin, actually. Yeah, you're probably right. There hasn't been one in a while. Strange. Oh, Strange makes sense. Gotcha. Interesting, interesting. Okay, March 6th. Okay, I need to have... Oh, wow, that's a full month away. I need to have enough credits by March 6th to be able to get the Captain America skin. That's all I care about. I mean, the Strange skin looks cool. The Emma skin looks cool. I'm only talking about, like, characters that I might actually play. But yeah, I need to have that Cap one. I need it. I need it so bad. That looks so good. Oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm ready for that Cap skin. It's kind of similar to the skin that I already used though, but I'm fine with that. It's like probably just different enough. Dark Souls Cap all season, all year. Yo, Dark Souls themed events in Marvel Rivals. Oh man. Dark Souls is like one of my favorite themes. Oh man. Captain Clintar was... I know a lot of people like that skin. I was not a fan. Not a fan. He hasn't had one in a while. Yeah. I don't care for any of the symbiote skins. The only one I like a couple of them. I think the Thing one is really good. I think his is pretty decent. Really, Guang won't give her another legendary? No. No, no. Guang squared is so funny. Oh, man. Or almost any other Phoenix skins? Wait, what's ASMR? Huh? I'm having a hard time reading chat today. Oh, base. Nice. I really like this skin. It's so good. Oh, you guys can't see that. That's right. Okay. Oops. This skin is so good. And I wish we could change the colors of it. So having another skin that's like similar to this, hopefully it gets recolors. But he does need some way to make up for not having CC or not having great mobility. I think his damage like more than makes up for that. But I don't know. It's just he's in one of those situations kind of like Wolf where he does a really specific purpose and he does it really well. And that specific purpose is like punishing tanks. So if you... It's also kind of in the same vein as BP, right? Like, BP's not in a good spot. He probably could use some buffs, but if you buff him, the support players are going to, like, freak out, right? Because his job is to punish supports. It's... So, you just have to be careful in the way that you go about it. Omen, were you here for, like, the early season where you had Rocket team up with Punisher? Because, like... Those are the days that really just terrified people because it was like, okay, Punisher is in his turret. I have to respect it and not give space. Okay, Punisher's done with his turret. Oh, okay, now he has infinite ammo. I have to respect it and not give space. Okay, oh, infinite ammo. Oh, now he's ulting. I have to respect it and not give space. Oh, look, the turret's back up. Oh, look, it was just never ending. It was so bad. So, like... I'm sure I'm biased in that where I never want to see anything akin to that ever again. Oh, so bad.
Hostile forces incoming.
That was rough. Accuracy sucks. Okay. I think we're gonna do another Am I the Problem now? How you guys feel about that? Yeah, I don't want that either. Yeah. The thing is, like, I feel like people are just good at playing against Punisher. And, like, until... The real problem is they need to nerf things. They need to nerf supports. They need to buff some of the DPS in, like, the right specific ways to where they're not cancer to play against. But until they nerf support ults, it's not going to be there. You started playing it Season 4? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. At some point, hopefully, the community is going to grow big enough to where we will start getting people who are the problem who think they're not. I made it to GM in 2 seasons. Nice. Good stuff, woman. Time for Am I the Problem? Oh, somebody submitted a VOD review. Plat Gambit. We can either do that Plat Gambit VOD review, or we can go do Am I the Problem of Jake. Jake and Churro. What do you guys think? What do you guys want? I think nerfing supports damage would also help against the 3 support meta. Yeah. Be a little bit. Up to you. This has been hype for me. Maybe you just get the VOD done so that the queue is clear for today. That's true. But then we won't have anything for tomorrow. No, I'm fine with anything. Sure, when Jake it is? Alright. Alright, here we go. Am I the problem? Oh boy. So we have these two. Here we go. Let me move some stuff around and swap the music. Hero can't have an input. Oh, that's fair. Because they wouldn't be able to do enough damage to make up for not having a second DPS. I think that works if it's done in conjunction with adjusting the ults. But definitely not alone. Are you really 6'5", Hollow? My goodness. No way, right? 25 centimeters. There's a... Growing up, all of my friends... I'm like a pretty normal height, right? I'm like 5'11". All of my friends in high school were 6'2", 6'3". I had a friend who was 6'5" and a friend who was 6'7". I always felt short. I was always the shortest one. But like I'm a completely normal height. In fact, in my area, I'm actually above height, above average by a lot. Oh Lord. Yes, I had a friend who was 6'7". That's actually true. This is Jake and Churro? Yes. $6'5". Good Lord. Dating a mountain. All right. Here we are. Who's ready? This is the game where we find out if Strange hard counters Hawkeye. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Am I the Problem, the series where we take a look at one of your guys' VODs where you lost in competitive and you got flamed for being the problem, and we try to see if that was true. So today our protagonist is playing Angela here, and they are duoed with the Gambit. And they said, according to both of the DPS and the second tank, shield tanks are hard counters for Hawkeye. They said that Angela wasn't the right pick against Hawkeye, Widow, and kept asking me to switch. In my opinion, they could have been using cover instead of using the mag strange as a living wall / cover. Our duo flexed to Gambit. I think they were doing great. I could have done way better on Angela for sure. Too focused on the DPS and tank and not enough on the actual backline. Also wanted to throw people off the map too much. Okay. So, let's see who the actual problem was. Just to start with, no. Going a shield tank does not counter Hawkeye. So, like, if you think about this... I don't know. We'll get into it. We'll get there when we get there. My goodness. Yo, oh, get out. Oh, you might die. Oh, I can't. Why stick around for the health pack? Why is your team already dead? What? Bro, what? Okay, he kills the Bucky.
You have to stop them from securing the
Why
mission area.
is our team dead? Bro, you have a shield tank. The shield tank didn't save you from Hawkeye. What? Okay, we miss a little bit, and then we don't respect. All right, so here we go. Basically, we have zero respect for a Hawkeye. And our team's dead. Good lord. Let's watch this from the Hawkeye perspective. Let's see if a shield would actually help, right? Well, he hits the shield there. You see how fast his shield broke? Even though he's doing the weave, right? He's at 800. And now we're at 400 shield health. And now we're at 300 shield health. And now the shield is broken. So, like, what are you going to do with another shield? It's just going to break. So here's the thing with Hawkeye, right? The way you counter Hawkeye is you have your supports and your squishies. You play cover very well. You don't take fights that you don't need. And then you dive Hawkeye, okay? You have an Angela, you have a Cap, you have a Venom, you have a Hulk. And then you also want to split the attention. You don't want to have a bunch of people in main. So what happens when you have a shield tank? That puts a bunch of people on main, right? So that's literally playing into what Hawkeye wants. Granted, like, you'll have a little bit more cover because you have a shield, but, like, not much. The only way that a shield actually helps is if you have a Hawkeye on your team and more spam, and you're able to out-spam the spammer. Okay, why is our Bucky already dead? Bucky walks his slow ass over. Oh, he just straight up gets a Bucky hook? Okay. Bucky diffed, sorry. Cool. Love that.
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Alright, so of all the characters that can spam out a Hawkeye, Punisher is not one of them. This is a time to kill problem. Hawkeye's time to kill is extremely low. He can one-shot characters if he's damage boosted, and he can two-shot characters. But yeah, that ain't it. Okay, now Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl can kind of spam out Hawkeye, kind of, but not really. Okay, we literally throw all our traps at nobody. And we can't hit a Groot to save our life. Holy, we're aiming at the floor! And then we finally hit a Groot with the trap, but then but he has his iron wall out, so he's CC immune. And then look how far we're standing from cover. Look, like there is a Groot wall and there's a Strange cover, and yet we're still in the middle of the open. Like you could stand here, and then when you pop out, you could do damage. You could stand here, but like right in the middle, homie. Like, come on. Okay, now they have Hulk or Hawkeye. Oh, yo, Jeff? Get the Hawkeye? Actually gets the Hawkeye. What a Chad. Come on, make it! Oh! No, you can't do that. That's not good. Angela gets the Groot though. Why is our Punisher standing there? Why is he out in the open? What is happening? Alright, Punisher, let's see. We're using cover. Oh, we get hooked. Alright, fair enough. That happens. Whatever. Angela gets the Bucky. Nice. This is plat 1 and 2. Yo, this is how you counter the Hawkeye, right? This whole time he's not able to do damage. You push him into your... Why is there scroll dead? What? I really wish the replay of viewers showed if people are pinging or not. We can see if the Squirrel Girl pressed for healing. Oh, you got a bridge boost there. Yeah, that's... Why is our Jeff dead? What? Oh, you know, just standing out in the open. Nobody knows how to play cover. Like, you have a shield tank. Let's watch this from the Hawkeye's perspective. Like, is the Hawkeye even doing much? The Hawkeye's 9-1. The Punisher has been more of a problem than the Bucky. And the Groot, to be honest. Okay. Gets run over. Nice. I kind of want to watch Strange. Okay, that's an ult. I'm pretty sure this fight is already won, but sure, if Jeff wants to kill a Groot, I guess, with an ult, that's a reason. Let's look at our support ults, by the way. The enemy team has Gambit Cloak, and we have Gambit Jeff. Support ult's already in their favor. And then we go and use it for nothing. That's not great. Alright, let's watch how Strange uses his ult. Uses the bubble for no reason. That's great. Already wasting his shield. Look, his shield's almost broken. He's literally breaking his shield for no reason. There's, no, Angela. What's the plan here? Oh. Oh. Yeah, we can't stand here. The way you want to do it is up here. Up here. Over here. I like up here as well. Here's great because you can actually swoop down in this way. Surprise Bucky hook. Alright, what's the plan here, Strange? Angela died. You have no shield health. You're just gonna walk forward and ult, aren't you? Without your explosion? No? Alright.
Judge, jury,
Uh-oh.
executioner!
Please kill him. Please kill him. Please kill. Oh, God. Where is the team? I know Angela died. Why is Strange walking forward when Angela died? What's... Okay. Where's Squirrel? Squirrel getting caught out. Has no idea how the map moves. Is trying to back up, but doesn't realize there's something. Of all the places, Squirrel Girl can stand here. Squirrel Girl can be up here. Squirrel Girl can be over here. Squirrel Girl can be in here. Like, her tanks play. Why? Squirrel Girl's dead.
Judge, jury,
All right, you get him, Hawkeye. Nope, doesn't get him. Yo, that Punisher's won.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Strange just has no idea what's going on behind him this whole time. All right, Squirrel. What's the plan? We're just gonna run it down main by ourselves again. 1v6, 2v6. I guess we have a Jeff.
Don't give them another inch.
Why? Like, there's nobody here. Wait. All right. What about this Hawkeye? The other DPS.
Hey, at least my quiver's
Better stop that
refilled.
vehicle.
Yes. I think having a mag would really help this situation. Oh, now we just give up. Yeah. The Strange ulted. Doesn't look like it really accomplished much. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure having a mag there wouldn't have helped. So,
2, 3.
I mean, that ain't... Oh, now we're on Widow. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Widow can work. You can out-spam the Hawkeye if you're good. Look, the Angela is doing her job. Your whole team can walk forward now because the Angela is contesting the Hawkeye. And he's not doing stuff, so now you have so much pressure. You can walk forward and do things. And he's half health, and you almost get the kill, but you're Widow and you're bad. So you miss the headshot.
Not everything's flat.
There you go. Good lord. Why is Hawkeye dead? Why is Hawkeye dead? Let go of the arrow and move. Oh my Lanta! What? Strange wouldn't help here because you're not playing with your tank. Like, it wouldn't matter. Holy. All right, why do we die here though? This is not good.
My weakness exposed.
Oh, map.
Just what I needed.
Yeah. You don't want to go anywhere near Bucky. That ain't it.
Tandy needs help.
Needed that boost.
Once again, we're in front of our tanks. We're not playing cover very well. This is actually better cover than they played the whole game, now that I say it. Still in front of our tanks, though. Just walking it down main. Now the group can literally just wall us off and kill us. What did our Gambit say? Oh, because the Groot, who's that? The Groot can actually just walk forward and kill our team? Wall us off? Because there's no pressure on him because everybody's focused on the Hawkeye. Mag can't hit a shot to save his life. Holy shit. He finally hits one shot and then immediately has to reload. How do you miss a Groot? He's right in front of you. Thank you. My gosh. Please hit a shot. It's also like, now you don't need to pressure the Groot. Pressure the people behind him. Goodness. Bro, if you can't hit a shot on a Groot, how are you going to hit a shot on a Cloak? Like, this is what playing Hawkeye does to people. It's like, we need a shield tank. And then you get two people who don't play shield tanks, and they're on here, and they have no pressure, and they can't do anything. And so not only does it not solve the Hawkeye problem, but it also makes the frontline problem unsolvable. So, like, it's so bad. Oh, now they're on Widow. Bro, this is full-on Widow v. Widow. We have Widow Hawkeye, Widow Hawkeye.
Back to fighting strength.
Oh! The power of Angela! Look at that! It's working! Oh, we overstayed. So, I want to make sure you guys know. So, if you're playing against a team comp like this, right? We have Widow Hawkeye. If you're playing Cap, Angela, Hulk, Venom, if you're doing that specifically to dive them, don't try to kill them. Just try to, like, get them out. Now, this is probably, as you're assuming I'm pointing at Hollow, this is probably a worthwhile death because it means they can't recontest. So, just totally. Oh, my Lanta! I can't even finish talking! Already dead! Not using any cover.
Needed that boost.
We're using cover? Are we standing behind tanks? Are we waiting till we're full health? No. Like, just shoot the Ultron. Like, you could shoot the Ultron while still being in cover. Why is our mag out here? Okay, he got hooked. He's gonna ult out of this, isn't he? No, I don't mind that. What are you looking at? Don't play mag. Please, stop playing mag if you don't know how to play mag. You're just gonna make it worse. Dude.
Happy pitch in. Needed that boost.
How is our whole team dead? We were up so much. Dude, have we watched this support at all? Oh, this was the Jeff. Okay, we use our bubble when everybody's at full health around the cover. Now we don't have it when we need it. And we're standing out in the open and we just die. And then our whole team stands out in the open and dies. Literally the whole team. Oh my gosh. Please use cover. Please use cover. The great thing about cover in this game, there's no health bar. It doesn't matter how much they shoot this wall. It is not going to break. Okay, like. All right, Cloak, run it down main by yourself. Let's see it.
Every little bit helps.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
You're gonna pick on Ultron. What? No, he doesn't. No, tell me he doesn't walk all the way across there. Tell me he doesn't walk all the way across. All right. Hey guys, let's practice our aim. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, ready? Pull. Pop. It's literally just skeet shooting. Like, look at this. You could not be farther from any cover ever. It's literally impossible on this map, unless you're a flyer, to be farther from any single piece of cover. Dude, at this point, the only person who could shield you in this specific position is actually Angela. If there was an Angela standing right here, that's the only way.
Just embrace the light.
Oh. This cloak is so panicked.
Keep going. A foam of light.
Can't dodge this one. Needed that boost.
Plasma. Glad to help.
Uh-oh.
Exploding plasma.
I'm surprised their cloak can actually fade. And then just walks right back into the... I blame Angela. I blame Angela for this. Oh, can Mag hit a dunk? Homie, what? Their cloak ulted. How much charge does Mag need to kill an ulting cloak? 25? They had 77. The cloak's right here. What? Homie. Like, who cares about the Bucky? Oh. All right, let's check in on our DPS. Amazing.
Get that vehicle moving again.
He's trying to heal. Literally trying. Stop jumping away at half health. Stop jumping away at half health. Why are we jumping away at half health? He's trying to heal you. Like, let him heal you. Every death is just like, yo, what is our DPS doing? Like, a Strange wouldn't help in this situation. Literally at all. I don't... It's so bad. All right, get him, Mag. Actually hit some shots. Nope. Oh, let's go. Yeah, we can check our pro tags. I want to see this Mag for a minute. This is awful. Yo, get him off the pit. Oh. Oh. Look at how much we distract the Widow. Oh. Oh, huge ult. Oh, let's go. Oh, we're too in the sauce. We lost sight of our target though. Uh-oh. That's not what you want to see. Go. Surely you guys get this point, right? Nice.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Hang on. Did both DPS die and not Portal? Yeah. Yeah. Just tell me Mag doesn't walk off the point. Oh. Nice. At least Cloak knows to press Q when it's time to press Q. Oh no, we're off point. Oh no, we're off point. Ugh. Still? Of course. It's the Gambit who portals, not the DPS who died or the other DPS who died. No, of course not.
I'm opening a portal.
Honestly, is dying less means I don't have to portal? Yeah, that's very true.
Pentagram of Parala.
Okay, now do either DPS realize that we don't have any supports? Of course not, right? Hopefully the game lasts long enough to see if the Widow changes. Pretty sure they didn't, but good lord. No. No, you were not the problem. No, having another shield tank would not have fixed what was going on. That was just straight up like a DPS diff. Your DPS had no idea what cover was. They had no sense of like awareness of when to go in and when to not. Like that is just gross. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be so sick. Ugh. All right, what do we name that? Cloak was at least nice. Fair enough. Yeah, that was brutal. I'm so annoyed at that game. That actually makes me so sad. Gameplay's so bad it gave me bubble guts. Yeah, like I need to take a break. That was so terrible. Shield tank, please. Oh, that's good. All right, I think that's it for me today. I am not. I'm not doing well. I got flamed at the end of that 50 bomb game. No way. By the enemy team? Was I an acceptable gambit from the little UCL? I didn't see too much. One thing I will say is I feel like your sensitivity needs to be a little higher, or you know, be more comfortable with like being able to do 180s. It seemed like when you're playing Gambit, you're. How do I say this? I'm on a practice range to try to explain what I'm saying. Your effective range for your targets changes a lot. So when you're playing mag, I just need to swing my arm harder. Yeah, you need to get used to it. So what I would do is like, when you're playing mag, your effective range is like here, right? Actually, let me go down here. So basically the one tip I have is when you're playing mag, you're at this, right? And so you see the distance between, like how much I have to move my cursor between shots, dude, I'm terrible, is very little, right? However, when you're playing Gambit, it's more like this, because you have people right next to you and people far away that you have to shoot, right? And so you have to be much better at like up close and moving it quickly, and then switching to like long range, moving it farther away. Does that make sense? That's one thing I think you can definitely work on.
Gambit enjoyed that a little too much.
Somebody's gonna be in ban jail for the entire next half season. Yeah, they are. I went Sue so that someone else could play DPS, and they got so mad that I ulted a millisecond late. Yeah, mute and move on. People don't know nothing. It does make sense? Okay. But yeah, other than that, like, I didn't watch enough to really be able to tell. Also, there was so much going on in that game where it was like, you can't out heal stupid. You can't heal headshots. Better than Museum Gambit? Oh, dude, not even close. That guy was... That was something else. That was impressive. Alright, I think that's all I have brain power for streaming today. I know it was a little shorter than normal. I normally stream for a lot longer. I'm just a bit out of it, so I apologize. I think I'm gonna call it there. Gonna take a little bit of a break. Tomorrow it looks like we have a VOD review already lined up. And then maybe we'll do another Reddit VOD review and another Am I the Problem? Guess the rank, you know, normal stuff. And then Friday we'll do another talk. Oh, before I go, I want to say on Friday, what are we gonna do another talk session about? The options are basically, I could try to do a support video just like the tank one. We could talk about the community, as in trying to get people to see Rivals community in a positive way, how to use voice chat, how to use text chat, how to deal with it, and try to like raise awareness of like a lot of people in this game do want to be positive, so we could talk about that. We could talk about Rivals development and patches, which I think is probably the most relevant because of the most recent patch and characters and Overwatch stuff. I think those are kind of the three options. We don't have to choose today, but just something to keep in mind over the next couple days. What do you guys want to see? And on Friday, we'll actually make the decision. Other than that, good luck with your games if you guys are playing any, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. And that good stuff. You could also make a YouTube poll. Oh, I could. Yeah, that's right. I haven't really used those. So I'll do that right now. I think this is a good time when the Iron's Hot to talk about patches and development. Since Friday's patch day, yeah, I'll probably do that. But yeah, see you guys.